Hello everyone and welcome back to another massive chess game from the history of chess. We have two chess legends with the white pieces. We have Gyula Sax, the legendary Hungarian chess master, chess grandmaster, two times Hungarian chess champion, and his opponent is Evgeny Sveshnikov, the Russian chess grandmaster. Let's see what happened in this chess game. As you know, Sveshnikov is also famous because of the Sveshnikov variation of the Sicilian defense. Gyula Sax starts the game with pushing the e-pawn, e4, c5, the Sicilian defense, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, and this is the Sicilian Rossolimo variation. Knight to f6, developing the knight and defending the e-pawn, knight to d4, pushing the pawn and giving up the bishop. Knight takes on b5, knight to d5, and Gyula Sax castled, asking a question, pushing the pawn. This is the answer. Knight to b6, knight to c3, and Sveshnikov played d5. Well, in this position, capturing the pawn is a possibility, but then white has counterattack, d3, knight goes back, knight to e6, d6, bishop to d2, bishop to a5 is coming, and then queen to b3, and this looks pretty dangerous for black. Okay, so as you can see, white is doing okay. This is a pleasant position for white. So in the real game, knight to c3, and then d5, d4 by Gyula Sax, e6, bishop to g5, defending the queen, and c takes, knight takes, queen takes on d5, and then d takes on c5, bishop takes on c5, not exchanging the queens. And can you see the threat for white in this position? White is threatening to play rook to d1, and then after defending the queen, rook to d8 is checkmate. So black castled, black had to castle, and then attacking the queen, defending the queen, and both rooks has the open files, this time attacking the bishop. Bishop goes back, and after queen to d2, when you have a better position, why exchanging the queens? Queen to d2, that's attacking the queen, so defending the queen. But we can say that white is much better. Developing this bishop is a big problem for black. This is much better for white. The rooks are not connected, and it is white to move. So after evaluating this position, white realized that he has a very good attacking chances. And can you see any good attacking idea in this position? What would you do if you had the white pieces? Can you please guess the next move for white? Well, Gyula Sax picked the bishop and he placed it on f6. Gyula Sax sacks the bishop. But black didn't accept the sacrifice, obviously in this position threatening to play queen to g5 and then checkmate. If queen takes on f2, that's not going to do much to white. That's not going to damage anything. It is going to be check, and after moving the king, there is no more checks after queen to g5. So h6 not allowing queen to g5. Let's see what happens if capturing the bishop. If g takes on f6, then e takes on f6 and threatening to play queen to g5 and then checkmate. So king to h8, queen to h6, threatening checkmate, only defense, and then knight to g5, and there is no sensible defense. How to defend checkmate? Queen takes on h7 or knight takes on f7, checkmate. So the only sensible defense is with the rook, and then queen takes on g5, and as you can see, shortly afterwards black is going to get checkmated. There is no sensible defense. So this is why after bishop to f6 we have h6, but I think in this position if g takes, if e takes, instead of king to h8, queen takes on f2 is a possibility. Queen takes, bishop takes, king takes bishop, but in this position, as you can see, white is better. So this bishop is a very bad piece. Developing this bishop is still pretty difficult. Maybe black can push the pawn, fianchetto the bishop, but this is still losing. This is still much better for white. White is much better and black is still suffering. But this would be a surviving continuation, I believe. So this is why after bishop to f6 we have h6, not touching the bishop, but now queen to f4, queen to g4, and then checkmate is on the cards. Queen takes on b2, queen to g4, and how to defend the checkmate threat. Queen takes on f2, king over, and then g6 defending. Queen to b4 by Gyula Sax. Can you see the threat in this position? White has a very good attacking idea. Well, black is defending the vulnerable square. Bishop to b6. Let's see what happens if some random nonsense move. What would you do in this position if you had the white pieces? Can you guess the next move for white? Then queen takes on f8, that's check. King takes on f8, and then rook to d8, checkmate. There is no sensible defense, and black is getting checkmated. So did you see after a5, queen takes on f8, and there is no sensible defense. This is getting checkmated. This is why threatening checkmate in two moves. So this is why bishop to b6 defending on d8. And now what would you do? This is a very important moment of the game. White has a very strong move in this position, and after that move black is suffering deeply. So let me wait for a couple of seconds. If you need, you can also pause the video. This is not so obvious for some chess players. What would you do in this position? For the entire chess game, this bishop was sleeping. This bishop was not doing anything. Look at this horrible position. Black is so passive, and white has the attacking chance because of this menacing bishop. The king is also stuck. This is a home-arrest king, as you can see. So I'm going to wait again for a couple of seconds, for 3 seconds, 3 more seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Did you see? Rook to d2, and the queen is trapped, trapping the queen. Queen to e3, the only safe spot, but then rook to c3, and this queen is trapped. We have a5, a desperate move, and it is white to move. What would you do again? Gyula Sax captured the rook. Queen takes on f8. King takes on f8, and then rook takes on e3, and Evgeny Sveshnikov resigned. Because of this possible continuation, bishop takes on e3, and then rook to d8, checkmate. What a game, what a fantastic chess game by Gyula Sax. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed watching this chess game. So this was the beautiful combination. So the rook, after rook to d2, after rook to c3, as you can see, the queen is trapped. Also, there is no back rank threat because of this knight. Knight is defending the back rank threat, and there are no safe spots for the queen. The queen is trapped after pushing the pawn back. Queen takes on f8. Slashing, dashing chess game by Gyula Sax. After rook takes on e3, black resigned. Because there is no sensible defense, if capturing back, black is getting checkmated. If not capturing back, black has a very difficult position. This is basically unplayable. White is basically a piece up. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more interactive chess games from the history of chess. Take care and bye bye.